We had a blast. We had an amazing time. But I don't want y'all to just think that's what your young people went down there to do. This is what we were there for, church. This right here. We're going to keep going through this picture. Right here is why we take your young people down to camp. So they can get an anointing, so they can get a fresh renewing of the Holy Ghost. I got to thinking about David going down to the brook and picking up just a few stones and going out to battle and defeating a giant. What do you think a bunch of a Holy Ghost filled young people could do in Splendora, Texas? What do you think a bunch of Holy Ghost filled, tongue-talking, spiritually filled young people could do in Splendora, Texas? These young people went down there, and that's why I didn't sing, is because I prayed, and we have cried morning and night. I have been down here at the altar with these young people, weeping and crying and praying. And some of them, you think some of these young people don't have battles, and some of them don't have things that they face in life. You're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. They are living in a world of confusion and fear and doubt, and that is not meant for a young person or an adult to be able to live. God said you should not live in fear. You should not live in confusion. This is not meant to happen. But these young people face trials each and every day of their life. They are going through something in their life. And you never know what they're going through. I was sitting at a table in the cafeteria by myself, minding my own business, and a young lady that I know that I don't get to see very often come and sat down beside me. And she sat there and she said, "Brother Jay, can I talk to you for a moment?" We're sitting in there, everybody's goofing off, and they're whistling, they're drumming on the table. Y'all can be seated. She's sitting there I'm just minding my own business. I'm just eating my chicken strips. She sat down and she said, "I need to talk to you." She said, "I have been going through a lot of things in my life." And she said, "I have been doubting that there's a God. I don't know if I believe that there's a God. And I don't know what to do. And I've been talking to my parents. They don't even really know where I'm at right now. I'm confiding in you in this very moment. I'm confiding in you." And she said, "I don't know if there's a God." I said, "Let me tell you a story." And so God had put me through something in my life to where I would be able to witness at some point in time. And I've told this story before, and I've let it out. And I feel like sometimes I'm just like, people don't want to hear your story. People don't want to know what you've been through. You've already told that story before. But God allows us to go. Yes. Sister Carla, sometimes God allows us to go through some things in our life so we can be a witness to somebody down the road. I told that young lady when I was about 6 years old that I had a disease. 7 people in the world had this disease, and almost all 7 of them died. I spent a year in the hospital with this disease. And God healed me. I told her, I said, I sit in there for a year with blood blisters from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. Nobody could touch me. I was a free bleeder. I would die. If I even nicked myself, I'd die. I sat in that hospital for a year waiting on my death sentence. And my mom, the doctors finally said, "You got to go home. You're done. We can't do nothing else for you. You have exhausted your stay here. You just have to go home." And they sent me home just to die. And on my way home, my mom stopped at a United Pentecostal church, and 10 ministers prayed for me. There was not fireworks. I remember it like it was yesterday. I woke up that next morning and I said, "Mom," she said, "Go get back in bed, Jake." She had her back turned to me. I said, "Mom, all them blood blisters I've had for a year are gone." She said, Your eyes ain't focused, Jake. Your eyes ain't focused. She said, "They're still there." I said, "No, Mom, look. They're gone." And she turned around and hit her knees on the floor and took me back to the doctor. And the doctor said, "I can't explain it. I don't know what happened." He said, "If you come back at any one time." And I sat there with that young lady at that table, and I said, "Let me tell you, God healed me of that disease. That disease will never come back. I know that God healed me of it." So I said, "Let me tell you right now, young lady." I said, "If you don't believe that there's a God, you can borrow my testimony for a little while until you can find your way. Until you can find your way, you use my testimony. You get stagnant. You light this church on fire. You hear me? I'm charging each and every one of you. I sat there and thought today, I was running figures through my head, and I said, oh my God, there's so many young people in our church. Young people, real quick. I know I'm burning up a lot of time, Brother Colbert. I want every young person in this church to come line up across this front right now. Every young person. It don't matter if you're a visitor. Don't matter if you're 3, 2. If you got a young person that can't walk, parents, bring them up. Line them up right here, all the way across the front. All the way across the front. Just stretch out. Come on, every last one of them. If you don't mind, Sister Champagne, bring them up here and stand with them.
Go stand by the boys.
Every young person. Every young person. Bring them up, sister. Bring them up. Every young person. There's more young people in this church right now than there's adults.
Glory to God.
I'm willing to bet right now I can count every one of these young people, and they have exceeded the capacity of the adults in this church. Could you imagine what would happen if these young people would get involved? If they would get consecrated in the house of God, and they would give everything that they have, and they become preachers, they become pastors' wives, they become missionaries. It's endless, the possibilities of what could happen in this church if these young people got on fire. Things like this is what keeps them on fire. Things like this, Brother Colbert is like, man, you're taking it. Y'all done been to like 20 youth rallies. Yes, because we want them to be grounded and concentrated into the Word of God. And it takes me, Brother Moses, to do my life, rolling up every Friday to take them to a youth rally, every Saturday to do something with them. That's what we're going to do. But I wanted these young people to come up across here because we have a lot of them coming up. A lot of them fixing to go to camp. And we had some situations pop up to where a lot of young people wasn't going to go to camp because they did not feel like they had the money. There's a lot of situations going on right now. Times are hard. People are losing jobs. I mean, it's just crazy what's going on in this world right now. But I got thinking, I was like, we've got to be prepared. We've got to do something better next year so these young people, and we told them, if you ain't got money, you come tell us. We're going to get you to camp. And then I find out this person ain't going because of this, or that person ain't going because of that. Let me tell you right now, you have 12 months. Parents, you have 12 months to get prepared. I'm putting you on notice right now. You have 12 months to get prepared. 46 cents a day is what it costs for your young person to go to camp. 46 cents a day. I know some of y'all are addicted to Dr. Peppers and Cokes. I've seen you drinking them. Sacrifice a drink a day. That would sponsor 2 young people. Put 46 cents in a cup starting today. 46 cents to allow your young person, your grandchild, a chance to experience something like this. Put that video up there real quick, Brother Joel. Do we have volume? All right, start it over. These are your young people here. This is Springdale First Pentecostal Church. These are young people from the north, the south, the east, and the west, coming together, worshiping God. This is what we experience morning and night. These young people would flow. They wouldn't even let the preacher get finished preaching, and they would flow. Look like cattle herding through a stall. They would just flow to the front of the church because they were ready to go up here and worship their God. Their one true living God. This is what they wanted to experience. We've got to make sure that we have our young people grounded in church. Go to the city.